said you want a bad one. Well, baby, I'm as bad as they come. Said you want a hot one. Yeah, you with the hottest under the sun. But be careful what you wish for. Make you eat your words. If I'm more than what you bargain for. Fun to flirt, but promise to deliver. Much is required. Cause look at what I'm giving you. You ain't really ready for real. You ain't even ready for real. You ain't really ready. Won't be faithful to someone ungrateful. I can't try to make you if you ain't you. You ain't really ready for real. You ain't even ready for real. You said you want a real one. Well, it don't get no real.
Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Candy Love, and I am here with my girl, EJ, the TV Junkie, and we are here to discuss Married to Medicine season finale, episode 15 of the 11th season. The title is Duchess Toya and Her Royal Court. Yeah. So, EJ, what are your thoughts on this episode? Yeah. What are your thoughts on this episode, child?
Well, I want to say it was a hallelujah hot mess because but I feel like I'm always coming at the same people, and I don't know if I'm being biased at this point or if it's real because I feel like these two never take accountability for anything, and so it just be irking my soul the way that they tried to paint things, and that whole we'll get into it, but it was an interesting episode. I love the theme. I love Bridgerton. Like Bridgerton is my thing, so I love the whole thing of it. I thought everybody looked great. I thought everybody looked amazing. Some better than others, but I loved it.
Yes, ma'am. And we're going to get into all of the things. But before we do so, let's see who we got in the building, see who we're going to speak to, and who's going to chit chat and cut up with us tonight. She's always late. Where y'all at? Child, we was backstage talking. That's where we was at. Let me go tie my van.
I was trying to set my live up. She's always late. It's my fault. I forgot to set it up.
Oh, hi, Tamika. Thank you. Oh, thank you for coming through. I was trying to give people a chance to come in. Hi, Creole. How are you? Are you behaving yourself, Creole? I know you're not. I know you're not.
Hey, Shayna.
I know you're not.
Hey,
Hi,
Creole.
Shayna. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. No, I ain't got no hot date. Child, yeah, he back there in the room.
Okay, ain't she looking cute though? Girl, like I was like,
hair,
I'm coming on no camera. Coming in here looking curved, got a little blush, skinny.
I just put them clippers and laid them clippers to my head. Child, I don't care about no hair. I just cut it on off some more. He was like, when you gonna stop? I don't know. It is what it is. Do some down. I wanted it was supposed to be purple, but it didn't turn purple. It's black. Child.
Hey, but it's cute
though. The Bridgerton look, child. Yeah, no. I must be one of the hookers or something on there because ain't no way.
Not one of the hookers. Oh, thank you, Creole.
Thank you, Creole. We appreciate it. But you ain't tell me if you was behaving yourself or not, because I be seeing you out here in these damn YouTube streets and you be showing your oos, okay? Yeah, I know you are. You are here. Thank y'all for coming through. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Why are you breathing so hard?
Cause like it'd be hard not to really say what you want to say, or you have to listen. Let me hush. The role fits. Oh, bitch, who you talking to? Who you talking to? I know you're talking to me. Oh, she's talking about EJ. Oh, okay. Okay. It fits. Mo, you only watch the show in clips? Why? Okay, guys. So, EJ, you remember how the episode started off? Child, I don't forgot
Girl,
that fast.
with them people getting ready, like everybody trying to get ready, and she started out with the event. You know, she had the event planner talking about what she wanted to do, and she was going to only do 25K is where she was trying to keep the party at. She wanted a pig with an apple in her mouth. Toya doing the absolute most. I love it. I love her extra
Mm-hmm.
self.
Yeah. And then she wanted some red lobster biscuits. I'm like, girl, they didn't have them biscuits back then. What are you talking about? But okay,
Listen, with
we're
a
gonna let
modern
Toya
twist.
live, okay? Because Eugene already shot her down. But we're gonna let her live because Eugene said this was fake, this was not real, this didn't happen at all. And I'm like, sir, you are dead wrong because it did. It may not happen this in Bridgerton in the manner it did, but it was definitely there, and we were definitely there, okay, sir. So I'm gonna need you to go do a little bit of history because you got your facts wrong. You got Toya all messed up. She be wrong half the time anyway. Let the girl live, okay? So yeah, Toya wants, to make sure everybody has fun. She wants a lot of glamour, a lot of this, that. Toya goes over the top with her parties. And I like her parties. They always have a theme. Everything is nice. I think her limit was what, 25,000 was her budget. I'm like, okay. Yeah. How the heck is not cover opulence? Will not cover opulence. Listen. So we get here and we have T and G. They are, they're at lunch and they're talking about she said something about high chairs, and I'm like, ooh, shade. Because we know G is not a big guy. And he called her an angel and her queen, his queen, and she said, my king. And he was like, don't. I'm like, sir, are you bothered by the word king? Like, are we bothered by that, EJ?
Girl, he got on my nerves right from the jump. I said, here we go.
I'm like, we starting this foolishness already. And I'm like, can we please just have a normal conversation and just ignore all the foolishness? Yes, Queen Charlotte was real history. Yes. It may not have happened exactly the way they depicted on the show, but thank you, Shonda Rhimes. We surely appreciate it. We greatly appreciate it. So G is saying that he hates the way the guys treated him. He didn't like that. He felt the way. He's in his feelings. And they are having a conversation about going to Toya's party or not. And I'm kind of confused with Toya. You asking this girl to come to your party. Will she celebrate you? Will she, be there for you? This, that, and the third. But then you give her an hour block later on, and I have issues with that. So, what are your thoughts on the whole conversation with T and G, and just the dismiss not saying king, and then the way they think they've been treated unfairly and not holding themselves accountable for anything that they've done?
I absolutely feel like these two are acting as if they didn't do anything. And I don't know if that's for the cameras, because I totally feel like they can see that maybe Dr. G doesn't feel it. Maybe he feels justified because he seems like he feels justified about a lot of things and that he doesn't really take accountability. But I definitely feel like T has to see that there was a problem, that there was an issue, that that he was the one that was in wrong. I'm pretty sure she looked at the playback at some point. I know I would. I'd be like, let me see why is we in this mess right here? Yeah. Let me go look. Let me go see. So I feel like she has to know at some point exactly what it was. But the fact that we're still just going along with him, I'm sorry. I love my husband too, but if he wrong, and I'm gonna tell him that he wrong. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like whether Maybe she told him in private. I don't know. But I don't feel like she did, because if she did, I don't think he would still be saying the same things. You know what I'm saying? He's the same conversation.
And then he's saying that the guys are coming at him hard, trying to get him to drop it. But sir, you don't have any real leverage as to why you need this to be in place because you are the culprit. You're the reason why it happened. And then you tell me you don't want to be disrespected. You disrespected Quad by telling her to shut the F up. Like, so it can't go both ways. You can't disrespect this lady out of the blue, and then you saying you don't want to be disrespected. What you mean? What do you mean? Because them 15 times a week bothers you?
Girl, indeed.
Goodbye. Queen Charlotte was a quadroon and married to the King of England. She has many children. Okay, now.
Mm-hmm. I think what he was trying to say was that she wasn't black. I think that's what he was trying to
say that then.
But he just didn't say that. But I think that's what his point was. But I was like, bring your point on home, bro.
I couldn't be roundabout. I got to walk around eggshells. Not because of something that could have been omitted. Like, it didn't have to happen. I'm not doing that. No.
I agree with you.
I'm not tiptoeing around nobody like that. So yeah, they, and the guys are trying to make sense of the whole thing. Like, we're not calling the cops on something that did not take place. You use the law for real stuff. It's like you found the real false police report at this point because the man didn't even touch you. You got up in his face. Everybody keeps saying that he didn't, but he did. He walked up in this man's face, and we ain't got to beat a dead horse because we done been this thing 4, 5, 6 times. And he acts like it didn't happen, or he act like he did not play a part in the real reason.
Like this man just attacked him basically out of the blue, and like he didn't do anything to provoke any of it, and it was just all King's fault, and he was just just in this fit. And then what gets me about Sweet Tea, and even when we get to the party thing with her little shade that she tried to throw, she still thinks that Quad is obsessed with him. Like, she still thinks that's what the thing is. She don't know how to read the room, and that's what irritates me about her. Read the room and get it right, because it's so easy to see that Quad was not the one that was. She was drunk, and she wasn't saying anything. Like, it wasn't like oh, I'm obsessed with you. Yes, she's still hurt, and yes, she's still mad. You can see that, but it's not on the level of I miss you, I want you. Her problem was when Sweet Tea, once again, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this, was when she tried to act like she knew, like when she tried to interject and say that he was the one who wanted to leave, when she doesn't know that. And that's when everything turned into that's when Quad got mad. Like, that's when it got like really upsetting. But other than that, at the end of the day, it just be too much. Like, Dr. G is just wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not absolving Quad of her being reckless while she was drunk, but it just wasn't so reckless that it was like, oh my God, it was just so horrible. It just wasn't. It was just, I'm gonna throw y'all a baby shower. I ended that marriage. Maybe she didn't have to say all that, but it wasn't reckless to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, oh my God, it's out of line.
It wasn't that deep.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't that deep. So then we get to the point where we have Toya and Eugene talking. Child, of course, we know Eugene busted his toe up last episode. He has to wear a boot, so he really can't participate like he wants to as far as the dance is concerned. But they're having a conversation about the Lunsfords, Quad and King, and what time the Kimeses are coming. And the Lunsfords are coming at 8 o'clock, which is the cocktail hour. They have 60 minutes. Quad and King are arriving at 9:01 p.m. And the Kimes are coming, right with Quad and King, or, when the party starts. And that's because of what Dr. G did. He filed the report. Whether he did or did not, I don't know. I hadn't seen the paperwork, but that's the word on the curb.
I mean, you said
it. They said it. They talked about it. He hadn't taken it away. About what kind of paperwork it really, really is, if it was even filed. I don't know, but I'm sure Bravo did their part to make sure that they had all their bases covered, because, they couldn't be there at the same time. And Toya asking her to come, but you only give her 60 minutes. Did that make you feel away? Like you asking me to come, but you only giving me 60 minutes.
No, it didn't make me feel away at all. I think that
Well, not on like how would you feel if somebody gave you 60 minutes? Like, I sent you that voice note. Would you go?
60 minutes is a whole hour. I don't like to go nowhere like that. Listen, I'm all for the whole hour. I get what Toya was trying to do. She was trying to problem solve. At the end of the day, a problem was created. She has an event that she wants both of these people at. She's trying to accommodate them all. Dr. G done filed these papers. So King can't be there. She knows that Quad is not going to be there if King can't be there, right? But Quad and King were the first two people who said, hey, we're going to be there. We will be there. We're going to support your event. Dr. G and his wife, on the other hand, didn't even say if they would be there. They were damn near begging them to come. She didn't have to beg Quad to come. Quad said, we'll be there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Period. But I have to beg y'all to come. I'm going to try to make it to where, like, can y'all coexist? Y'all can be over here. You can be over here. But then you go and up the ante and you go and file papers. So now you make it to where she damn near has to choose it. So instead of choosing, she just say, hey, okay, well, this is how it has to be. If you come, because I don't even know if you're coming because you didn't even have the dignity to give me a RSVP to an event, right? You didn't even do that. So now I have to wonder if you're going to come or not. So just imagine if they didn't come, but then she did something to where she told Quad and King they couldn't come because they were coming. Like, how would that have looked? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm okay with the hour thing because they made it that way. It wasn't like she made it that way. She wanted them to be in the same room together. You be on this side and y'all be on this side. It was big enough. It was big enough.
Yeah. I'm not against what Toya did. Even though she begged the lady to come, I'm not against that. My thing is, I sat there and got dressed. Well, I was gonna drop the F-bomb. Well, fuck it. That'd be all right. That's what you did. You ain't respond. Y'all filed that police report. So 60 minutes what you get. You just sat there and put that got to be people on that man's head. We're gonna get there and talk about it. But it is what it is because that's on you. We ain't had nothing to do with that. So 60 minutes is what you get. That's what you get.
And she didn't even want to leave. That was the crazy part about it. But this is what y'all created. So I would have felt the way if Toya had did it any other way, then I would have been like, nah, Toya, you was wrong. Because at the end of the day, they're saying, hey, we're going to be there and we're going to try to do. Because I feel like if that paper wasn't there, Quad wouldn't be so aggressive the way that she is right now, where she's really standoffish and she don't want to have ish to do with Dr. G right now. Or because I don't think it's so much as Sweet Tea. They keep saying you can't be in the same room with Sweet Tea. It's not about him. It's about him. It ain't about me. It's not about her. It's about him.
Because you're the one with the damn problem.
Exactly. And she just saying that she not going to put her man in no situation where they're going to have to defend their reputations. I mean, we already at a point where people are taking Dr. G's side and some people are taking Quad's. Like, there's already a split. You got people who think that King was wrong. You got people thinking that Dr. G didn't do anything, even though I don't understand that at all. I was like, you really
just don't like Quad. That's all that is. That's all that is. Because how can you not see the wrong in what Dr. G did? And then, there's always protect black women. But as soon as a man does, as soon as he stands up for his woman, it's a problem.
Yeah.
When Dr. G wasn't even standing up for his woman, he had then cussed his ex-wife out. We just caught it late. Now we got the squabble. Okay. Now, either you're gonna apologize or it is what it is. So it ain't had nothing to do with Sweet Tea. It's her husband with his reckless ass.
And her not wanting to make a decision about it.
No.
And that's the other problem, is that she doesn't want to make a choice about it. She don't want to make a decision. She wants to let him make all the decisions. Listen, I'm all for, we are married. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat.
Thank you.
I know it has. I haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you.
And you since Madam them. At least I have it.
But what was I about to say? But shit, I can't remember what I was about to say. I was going somewhere with this about the shit. It might come back to me. What was I saying about who was I talking about? Sweet Tea?
Cool.
Shit, I don't know.
I forgot, child.
Girl, you know I be scatterbrained. But anyway, just at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I was saying that she didn't make a choice. She didn't make a choice because Toya gave her the opportunity to make her choice. She didn't say nothing about Dr. G. She said, what do you want?
Yep.
But instead, and even Sweet Tea says it at the table, she's like, you know, I'm put in the, like, I feel like I'm some kind of way she said it where I have to something about her husband. And I'm saying, no, that's the problem right there. Like, I'm all for, you know, we got to be united, yada, yada, yada. But sometimes you have to make your own choices and your own decisions. If you want to be a part of this friend group, then be a part of this friend group and stop letting Dr. G's thought process cloud your thought process. His experience with Quad is not your experience with Quad. And if they hadn't made it so uncomfortable, it would not be hard for, I don't feel like it would be hard for Quad to be around them. I feel like at the end of the day, if she could get along with Sweet Tea and if there was no animosity there, like this fake animosity, because T has built this fake thing that doesn't exist. Quad doesn't want your man. I'm sorry. She doesn't. Okay.
She wanted when she had him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't want him. So we got to take that piece out of it. If Sweet Tea would take that piece out of it and stop thinking that Dr. G is the prize, he's your prize, baby. He's not everybody else's prize. She already had him. She doesn't want him. If she had came into this, like how I keep saying about at the beginning, you could tell that she wanted to be cool with Quad.
Yeah.
But it feels like Dr. G is saying we not cool with Quad and keep making it a we thing, like we in French. So you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not we, this is not Paris. So why are you making it like that? But if he never did that, I feel like Sweet Tea would be cool with Quad. And if they were cool, if they wouldn't give a damn about what Dr. G got going on. Plenty of people do it. Plenty of people have with their exes, and I'm talking about with their exes' spouses, and
the kids,
things that they have to, you know what I'm saying, and they don't have children, so they're not forced to have relationships, but y'all are on the same show, so that means that y'all got to be cordial in some way, form, or fashion if you're gonna make this work. I'm just saying, like, y'all are grown-ups. It ain't got to be like this.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we move on to the well, we did get Quad and King, but they were just talking about, you know, the paperwork that had been filed on King from Dr. G, and they was getting ready for the event. So we pull up to the I forgot the name of the location that they were at, but they came in carriages. Toya and Eugene came in. Of course, Toya's not dressed. She has on something like an overcoat or whatever. But we did get to see Anila come in. She looks very pretty. Contessa looked very pretty. I don't know what Simone had on. Simone was like, she was dressed for the Hispanic parties. We quinceañera, whatever it is. We got Dr. Mimi and Steve. Steve said he liked the Django with his shirt open, you know, but he was ready to have a good time. He, you know, all the men except for Dr. Damon, you know, were dressed up. They look very nice. The men, the women, they look nice. They did the doggone thing. It was a very beautiful theme. But we do have a point where Sweet Tea comes, her and Dr. G, and she gives this Bridgerton letter, trying to be like Lady Whistledown, talking about dearest reader, which the shit fell flat because, girl, wasn't nobody really featuring none you was talking about. You was on some bull swanky. You was talking about Dr. Heavenly. You talked about Curtis was a little handsy. Now, going back in time, we do know Curtis pulled Toya down onto his lap. I don't know what his issue is about pulling people onto him. Then he got his hand on Dr. Heavenly. I'm like, now, Curtis, you got your whole hand on. It ain't no big deal, but good God from Zion. I mean, really? So, you know, people got to go pull a picture up. But what are your thoughts on T and her dearest reader. Girl, but let's not say something you're going to be crying and carrying on. You know, just,
Oh, shoot. Why I done put Daikon in this guy? I was trying to copy and paste this thing. My bad.
Let me read these comments right quick. I asked Sour T on her Sunday live on TikTok, why are you on the show? She said that Dr. Elmo told her to do it because they can pay off the. Girl, shut up. Say what?
I'm trying to put your page in the thing.
She said I worked 40 hours and I filmed the show. So she working to help this man pay off the mortgage.
Of a house that she probably ain't even, because she ain't gonna even be in it long enough to be able to have a house.
Creole girl, go away from me with this Apollo. I know you telling the story, and you came out your. See, that's her problem. She talked too much. She's talking about I real, I keep it. Yeah, you keep it a little too real. Because I would never tell nobody that my husband got me on this show so I could pay off the damn house. Girl, what? Girl, go somewhere.
Okay, I think that's it. I done went through heaven and hell trying to get
you. How you forgot about me? You done been on my page before. I thought, unless it's a different person. Tia said I don't need the money. That them work 2 jobs. So what? Hell, they work 4. They got four pieces of income coming in. I guess then.
Girl, everybody can use the money. Sure.
Okay, she kidding me that she don't need the money. She always say that stupid stuff.
Okay.
Dr. Scott. Dr. Scott was looking like Count Dracula.
Okay, I don't know what he had. Girl, bypass that one. It was from my thumbnail.
Oh, okay. It is Candy Loves. What's my name? Candy Loves to Talk TV. Candy Loves.
I already put it. Girl, I done went through heaven and hell to get your name up there. That's what I've been talking about this whole time.
Because I was fussing about this damn stupid lady whistle down thing. Creole said Jamie wrote it. How about Jamie from Found? Oh Lordy. I don't mean you lying. I'm just saying, like, I know you lying. That's just what I say, child. It don't mean nothing. I know you lie. You telling a lie. Cause that girl ain't say that, but I believe she said it. She giving MR for real.
Yeah, now that I finally got that in the thing, and now I can comment on what you were talking about. My bad. But this whole thing right here. So you say you want to be a part of this friend group, but you really just shaded most of the people in your little whistle down letter, like saying what you really felt. Like when you brought up, I knew when she brought up, what's his name? What his name is, Curtis. When she brought up that, when he had the hand on the thing, even though it was funny, when she brought that up, I was like, girl, Jackie has stayed neutral in most of this throughout the whole time. You really trying to get on her bad side. Like this was not the way to say that you want to be not be the messy person, not be Penelope, for crying out loud, because Penelope was messy as hell in Bridgerton. And even she had to have a come to Jesus moment in the end when she almost lost that man. Cause y'all know I love me some doggone Bridgerton. Okay. So, yeah, that was not what she should have been trying to do. Okay. I get she thought she was being cute and stuff, and I'm pretty sure production or somebody probably helped her out with this, but this wasn't cute, and this wasn't the way to try to stay a part of the friend group. Like, to me, I was like, girl, bye. That's why she told that thing up. I said Jackie done told it up.
Yes, she does. She's talking Tyler too much, because ain't no way in the world I would have told nobody that my man talking about we on the show so I can pay. I wish a Negro
no house off that you had with another woman anyway. So stop playing with me right now.
Thank you, No Weapon. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then Mimi, I think Creole said this earlier. Mimi said, what did she say? She called him somebody thing one and thing two.
Here comes the mess. She said, "Here comes the mess."
Didn't she bring you in? Like, ain't you her friend, Mimi? Ain't you supposed to be this girl? Don't let them mess up your covenant. And then you got Phaedra doing this sugar. You got Phaedra doing all that. Like,
But think about it though. That lets you know that something else has been, because notice how Mimi been moving lately. Notice how she has been lately, like these last few episodes. She ain't really been rah-rah like Contessa is still team teeing out here. And you know, Simone, we know she twittering over here. She teetering is what I meant to say. But notice that Dr. Mimi has been really more silent. And when she said, "Here comes Messi," I knew right then. I said, T has said or done something that has changed her mindset or her thought process about T. Because think about it. When T first came in, remember, she kept, I mean, when Dr. Mimi came in, she was trying to paint a picture for Dr. Mimi against Quad automatically. Like she tried to give her that, like, it was almost like, I need you to be on my side type of thing right from the jump. That's how I took it when they was at that dinner, when we first kind of get introduced to Dr. Mimi. They was all having dinner. That's how I took that conversation, because she did the same thing with Contessa. But only Contessa really rolled for her. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Mimi has been kind of shading away from it. And I'm like, I wonder why.
Yeah, they are definitely flexing up. They were like, you know what? These two are losers. We're not finna be attaching ourselves to them. We own the show. And I think, you know, the people kind of like us a little bit. You know, they might shade Mimi every now and again because she done flipped on this doggone girl. But I'm sure it's good reason. Because like Creole Font said that Toya said that she be physical and screaming at the lady. She's handsy. Like, she's real handsy. And we saw that on the thing for the reunion, that she was jerking her hand back like she gonna do something. I'm like, okay, yeah, she handsy. She just got a real good edit this season. She got a real good edit, because I'm sure it's some stuff they could have put out there on her, because I'm sure she shows her ass on the regular.
I mean, after what she did to her sister, I already knew.
She's unhinged. She is unhinged.
I'll never forget that. I know some people be out here forgetting. I'll never forget it.
No. And she was screaming it about some damn money. Like, girl, what are you crying and hollering for your sister?
Like, ready to fight her. I was like, ain't no way. I'm not doing that on no TV. That's for closed doors. What mama say, you know, keep that stuff in the house. Don't be out here acting up. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Don't be acting up in front of company. Goodbye, world. You can miss me with that one.
Baby, your mama must be dark skinned too, because she bitter too. Nah. Take that on somewhere. We jealous of Sweet Tea for what? You must be jealous of Sweet Tea. Tell us why we jealous of her. And why Quad got to be built like a lot of dark skinned women. Your mama must be dark and black as oil. That's what that is. Don't get it started now.
Okay. It's not even called for. I ain't even gonna kick you out.
We ain't gonna kick you out. We're just gonna ride your ass and let everybody say what they got to say to you too. Girl, bye. We'll find a tree to hug.
Anywho, let me go ahead and put you in timeout.
No, don't let her put me in timeout. Let them keep talking. If I'm Wesley, baby, who the fuck are you? Ciao, bye.
I came with these people.
Oh, that's the best you can do? I'm a hoe. You a hoe, your mama a hoe, your grandmama a hoe, and your unborn children and grandchildren are hoes. Now what?
Girl, keep going. Don't worry about that person. But anyway, where was we at? Because we done wasted too much energy up in there on
we wasted life with the hoes bad. Oh God. Child, who are you? You kind of look albino-ish. Is that what it is? Huh?
Let me find. There we go. Somebody saw I go play with your grandparents.
Oh Lord.
All right. I already took it out the thing. I cannot with people today. But go ahead.
Child. Who was that half? You know what? Let me be quiet.
Uh-huh.
Let me be quiet. I'll for to say something else. Somebody in the cemetery. Go play with it in the cemetery. Yeah, she can go play in traffic. Anyway, so dearest Rita, bye. You and that half breed of a person over there. I don't know what she is, but anyway, no offense. I'm just talking to her. I ain't talking to nobody else. Okay. Anyway, so 9 o'clock came, baby, and the TikTok ding dong. The bitches is dead. They got to go. Why was Contessa trying to keep them there? And she knows there's paperwork out there. Why is she trying to keep them there?
Because Contessa be doing the most because all she's seeing is Sweet Tea. She really likes Sweet Tea. Like for whatever reason, I guess they have, they have this real friendship, whatever you want to consider it. I don't know what you consider it. So she sees that Sweet Tea wants to stay there, right? She sees that she wants to stay there. And so she want to cape for her girl, and she basically let them stay. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, but you do realize that there are papers involved. Like they literally can't stay. So are you saying that you'd rather, like you said before, I'm Team Greg and Sweet Tea, so you'd rather Quad and King be the ones that be on the other end of this where they don't get to come at all because you want Sweet Tea to stay when Sweet Tea didn't even RSVP, so she shouldn't even be here because if you didn't RSVP to my event, then maybe why are you here? I don't have space for you. Yeah, I mean, she did, but I get it. But I'm just saying, she didn't even have that much of a let me just stop. That just irritated me that they didn't even RSVP to let them know that they were even coming at all. And then we had to beg you, and now you get here and you don't want to go, talking about I can be here.
Yeah, but and then Greg didn't even want to leave either. Oh, now y'all want to be around the people. Now y'all want to hang out and party. I'm like, Negro, what?
Because look, let me tell you what's gonna happen. As soon as that whole situation with that, if that little paper come up, that Penelope, that Lady Whistledown wannabe paper come up, and it said that Quad was obsessed, the shit was gonna hit the fan again because somebody was gonna pop it up because it is what it is. Like this was the best thing was that she left, that they left because she said in that thing that she was obsessed. And I said, I have to go back and rewind it. I said, ma'am.
Girl, who was obsessed? You did a whole, you didn't pull a charade. You did a whole pamphlet about these people on the show, but they, Quad is obsessed. No, bitch, you obsessed with everybody on the show. You always talking about these people. Yeah, they talk about you too, but God doggone it, they are responding to you, okay? Because you reckless. You real reckless on your YouTube. You real reckless out here in these streets, and then you want to act coy and act like you ain't do nothing when the cameras are up. But you be talking real outside of your neck, Sweet Tea. And I don't understand what your problem is, why you want to stay, but then you want to sit there and do a dearest reader. You just sit there and talk about all these people, but you want to stay, and then your husband then done a file paperwork on somebody that ain't even touched him.
Okay.
But you want to stay.
Listen, Dr. Heavenly, boy, she was tripping me out. I said, what they got in that drink? Because Dr. Heavenly said, she did her thing when Quiet made it there.
Yep. Nope.
Because whoever don't take up for they is a bitch.
And I said, bingo. Time to go. I said, I'm trying to have a baby soon. I'm trying to have a baby. Gregory trying to have a baby. I'm like, child, Gregory ain't a bit more concerned about having no baby because if he wanted to, he would have been had a baby by now. Okay? What makes you so special? Just because he married you? Well, he married Quad too, and she ain't give him now. Because God said no. And I'm the same thing for you. God said no. Don't be no fool and have a baby by this man. Because you probably gonna be tied up in the attic somewhere, girl. With the baby pulling from your tit, and he gonna take that baby and put you back up in the attic. And him and that baby gonna go on by their business until it's time for the baby to eat again. No, ma'am. Don't be no fool. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Don't be stupid, okay? Don't be slow. Don't do it. Don't have that baby. Don't have no baby from that man. Don't do that. Just let him. Don't even let him dump in your inside of you. Let him throw that shit somewhere else. Tell him to swallow it or something. Don't you do nothing with that.
Girl.
And don't take accountability for nothing. Both of y'all are two of the same. Y'all Siamese twins. Y'all act just alike. Y'all reckless. Y'all wild. Y'all indecisive. You don't take care of your you're not being holding yourself accountable. You're pointing the finger at everybody else, but I ain't did nothing.
You was running like a track star. I'm a runner, I'm a track star. Running over there and then got in King Faith. Like, that's what I'm saying. People just keep conveniently forgetting all of these things.
Child, baby, who are you? Who are you? Is this a bot? This a sweet tea person? Cause Domino, Domo, don't nobody know you, dumb. Go somewhere, please. Go somewhere. Where Miss Kira?
My
hey,
user.
Kira, I'm sorry, I missed you a long time ago. Hey.
That's probably the backup account from the person that was just in here, girl.
David wrote that pamphlet, yo. He wrote the pamphlet, child. Yes, he did. As you said, all that King had to do was bring the tape from the show.
See how many more backup accounts they got?
Yeah.
I already put them out.
We see what Sweet Tea is. She's stupid. She's slow. She's special. And just like y'all follow her up. Dr. Elaine, the dentist, drinking that hen dog, okay? Taking that third.
He was on it. And the crazy part about it is that I've said it multiple times. Like, I don't have a problem with Sweet Tea. Like, I really don't. My problem is her always acting like she didn't do anything and always following Dr. G so blindly, like he's not wrong. Like, why are we not calling him out on him being wrong? And why come you can't make your own decision about this? Like I said, I ain't got no problem with, having a united front. I get it. Y'all are husband and wife. But at what point are you going to be a part of this friend group and truly be a part of the friend group and not take on Dr. G's baggage? Because that's what the problem is that you're taking his hate for Quad and you're putting it into this situation when you don't have to, because you and Quad don't have an issue. You made it an issue. And that's what I don't get. There is no reason for it. Mm-hmm. Her and Dr. Heavenly are a whole different story. They got their own issues. I ain't got nothing to say about them too. Because Dr. Heavenly is a whole lot. But I'm specifically talking about her and Quad. There was no issue. She made that an issue because she took Dr. G's stuff and she decided to take it on and take on this mission of he's the one who left her. He's the one who wasn't happy. And you don't know any of that. You weren't in that marriage, and stop speaking on other people's marriage if you wasn't there. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you just the ex, that's it. And because when people start doing it to her, if people start doing that to her, if Quad starts to say that about her when she gets divorced, because it's gonna come, it is what it is. I don't want to put that out there in the atmosphere, but you can see it coming a mile away. It's reality TV. Reality TV has this way of tearing people apart.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. And then it wasn't built on what they, she talks about how they got together. Mm-hmm. How she slid into his DMs, how she was a fan of the show, how she wanted, I know she was joking, quote unquote, when she was like, I get access to the money. And you got a whole group about how to get with older men, sugar babies, whatever y'all are. I don't know. I'm just saying that it started out weird. And typically when stuff starts out weird, it can end weird. But I wish them nothing but the best. I'm like Dr. Heavenly, but I wish them nothing but the best. Say a negative thing to follow it up with the positive thing. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dr. I be enjoying her live shows these days. I just be
I'd be like, Heavenly, bring it down a little bit. I missed the one in the thing today because I had to help a child get herself situated. But I missed
when she be going off and she be and you can tell when she be getting caught up and she had I was like, oh, she about to go and she going in right now.
Reel it back in. I'd be like, girl, break it down, okay? Because you got something for these people already to screen grab and post on the social medias. Okay? Uh she trolling for older men, but then I ain't gonna even say that. I already said something else one time. I ain't gonna say it no more. Elmo told her Elmo word that the Elmo words are the law. That's how she act. But then
Mhm.
but then he's gonna tell the fellas, oh yeah, my after talking to my wife, I think I need to listen to the group. After talking to your wife, you think you need to let the fellas let the group handle it? Really?
Now, all you need to do
Then
is be
there's
a man
age,
and call that man on the phone. King is
age
very
gap,
open.
age gap separation. That was the issue the other week. But now you listen to
Oh
your wife.
yeah, he did say that.
Shut up.
All he have to do is call that man on the phone and have a conversation with him. That's it. King is very open and he's
Mhm.
very mild mannered. All he have to do is pull him to the side. Hey, that was my bad. Like I done said it time and time again, Candy. It's so simple. That was my bad. I got in my feelings. I didn't know that stuff would come up the way that it came up. I shouldn't have said that to her. You right. I shouldn't have said that to her.
Yeah,
I apologize. You
and keep
know,
it moving.
and then just keep it moving. We can be surface level. If you need to go deeper than that, hey, I just want us to be cool. That's it. Like we can keep it surface level. We ain't got to be friends, but we can be cordial with each other. I ain't got no problem with you, and I hope you ain't got no problem with me. And shit. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. That's all. Ain't got no more. Done with it.
I
Finito.
mean, because
Finished.
if you say that, what somebody gonna say? To me, I feel like all King is gonna say we all good. It's
Yep. It's all good,
just
brother. Dap him up. Keep moving.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever gonna get the apology for Quad, and
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. I just feel like King gonna have to let that go. If somebody just need me to say something negative about King, because I got nothing negative to say about King, but if
Mm-hmm.
you just need me to say something negative about King, just so I can give it some balance, King ain't never gonna get that apology that he want for Quad. Period. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I feel
I
like
think he just
he's
wanted
big
him to
enough to
apologize
move on.
just because, just to have him say something. Like, you gonna apologize to her. I don't think he really cares about the apology, but you need to apologize to her. Which, like I said, I don't care about no damn apologies. Don't apologize to me because you don't mean it. You don't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
And then begging for an apology. Child, please. We definitely not doing that. No. You meant what you said. You said what you said. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. His pride is taller than his height. Child, listen, okay? Because, and I don't know how tall he is, for real. But the way he carry on, he about 5'2".
You silly.
He definitely got a Napoleon complex because he act like a little man, like he got little man syndrome for real, for real. And I don't understand, you know, you a psychiatrist and you carry on that way. The way he carried on that night with me, he was, I keep going back when he was beating Sweet Tea with that damn board. Be good, be good, be good. And then the next day, he wailing his hands all in king face, bogan and stuff. But we see you do that, but we don't never see Sweet Tea really do nothing. Like I say, I think she get a decent edit, but we know she do because we saw her run off like a track star towards King.
And she went
And
straight to King's face, not to her
straight to him.
husband, not
Yes,
even the Quad.
yes. Quad had to tell her, go get your husband. Go over by your husband. Because, so just imagine them two together. Child, they probably be tearing that damn house up.
Now, when she ran over there to try to get in King's face, right? Let's just do a hypothetical. When she ran over there and tried to get in King's face, if Quad had got in her face, then what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it would have been an issue. And she would have been the one who initiated that. Her position should have been to run to her husband and make sure that he was okay, not run to this man and try to get in his face, because now you put more people in. First of all, you put him in a position that you're a woman running into his face.
Mm-hmm.
You're not his woman, you're somebody else's woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many different aspects of that I just thought were interesting. But then it made me realize why she thinks the way she thinks, because she said that she's okay, that she didn't see nothing wrong with Gregory defending himself against another woman. I was like, against, like she felt like it was okay. And I was like, but if the tables were turned, if a man did that to you, would you, like, you would have a problem with that? And I hope your husband would have a problem with that. I just feel like I feel like your husband is in the privacy of your home should be like, babe, you was wrong, yada yada yada, you shouldn't have did that. But I feel like in public he needs to be right, even though he know your ass wrong.
Yeah,
he needs to be on your side until y'all get home, and then be like, now damn it, you was wrong for that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
and that's how it's supposed to be. Don't check me in public. Please don't do that.
Like, don't check me in public.
Please don't, because the reaction it's not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be nice. Like,
we can't have a damn we gotta have a united front.
We gotta be okay. We gotta be locked in public. But we get home, then we gonna have, or in the car, we're gonna have this conversation, okay? But no, we not gonna do this in public.
So I just felt like, I don't know, I just thought that was just wild. So it is what it is. I get that she was trying to take up for her man, but she should have been comforting her man and not running into another man's face, because if Quad had just pushed her on down, knocked her on down, then everybody would have said Quad was wrong. Then Quad would be off the show and everybody would have what they wanted, which is not everybody. You know what I'm saying? When I say everybody, I mean the people who really can't stand Quad. And that's Quad off the show, because they keep talking about she's not married to Medicine. She was married to Medicine. She just got a divorce from Medicine. Like, it is what it is. She was the one that was on the show. He's the one who brought his ass back over here.
Yeah.
And he boring. I'm sorry.
And lame.
Watch him and Sweet Tea do nothing.
Right. And I wish I could see it. I wish I could have get that clip of him pulling off in that damn what he had at that time. That little Chevette. It ain't no Chevette, but I'm just saying that because it was a little teeny car for a teeny person. His golf club, when he was fussing at Quad, and he pulled off in that little teeny car. And that car was what kind of car? It was like a smart car. It was some BM. It was like the BMW or the Mercedes little smart car. But I'm like, sir, you are lame. I wonder what we saw him with an Audi now. So you done grew up, you done got you an Audi now. Okay. All right.
I don't know my cars like that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think that they boring and they don't really bring that much to it. Like, I couldn't tune in to watch them at all. Every time they scenes be on, I just be like, why? And the crazy part about it is that I think Sweet Tea could be so likable if she just wasn't always riding for just whatever he had to say. If she was one of those people that was, okay, yeah, I like older men, this is what I'm into, yada, yada, whatever, regardless of that part, I don't think I would have like one bad thing to say. Not a Mini Cooper, girl. I don't think I would have one bad thing to say about her if she came into this with her own mindset. If Quad really had did something to her, I would have been like, oh, Quad really did. Yeah, she was out of line for X, Y, and Z. But I don't feel like she was. She wasn't the one that invited herself to that thing. That was their way of introducing Quad back into the thing. So they made a whole production thing out of it. She should have just ran with the fact that she really did like Quad and she thought Quad was cool. Toya messed that up. Now she trying to be back in everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now Toya up here acting right after she messed that part up.
The toy car for hamsters. That's that Kia Soul.
Girl, not the Kia Soul. A Mini Cooper and a Kia Soul, never. Couldn't.
No, those are teeny cars. Those are accidents waiting to happen on the highway, child. Never.
Okay. I don't even see how they be like driving next to other cars. I'd be so scared.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need Sweet Tea. If Sweet Tea would be a whole lot better if, like you said, she didn't follow this man lead, but following your husband up got you in the position that you're in right now, because you should have never followed this man up. You should have always had your own mind. Like, you claim you're military trained, combat trained. Use some of that training to guide your relationship, because evidently you're not. You're not guiding your relationship or your life with this training, this combat training you got, or military training, because I don't see anything in being implemented. Like, no structure. You have no structure. You're you reckless, you wild. Like, and I'm sure you've been out of the military for a couple years, but you're not using any of that. And you always mention it, but you're not using it. So
Girl,
it's
this
like,
is not the Zeus network. Stop,
yeah,
leave that fighting somewhere else.
yeah. Because girl, do you got PT? Like, you got trauma? Did you go to Gulf War or something? She too young for Gulf War, but baby child, was you over there or something?
You
Because
so
why? Like, why are you so wound up? And I think she must be have misdirected anger because she's always upset about everything else but what G does or what's going on with them. She's gonna Gregory. No, bitch, Gregory is the reason why you pissed off. Okay? And then you want to sit there and have to bop it, twist it, flick it to get him to get up to get some done. And you know, bam, 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 bam. That's what your pregnancy test be every month because his shit don't work. It ain't working. And you got to do all this to get this man riled up and together, and it ain't working. Girl, you follow him up. Keep following him up. You're going to be by yourself.
Girl.
Sour Tea moved into Sochi's house without child. She ain't replaced nothing. Like, I would have never put her and Dr. Mimi was trying to clean something out. Talking about his quads. Girl, you've been in that house for 3 or 4 years. Ain't no way in the world I would have leftovers of this heifers in the house. And then Quad said something about her picture was over the mantle or whatever, her like a mirror or whatever. But if I knew I was getting on the show, especially if I knew I was getting on the show, baby, everything would have been stripped. We'd have had the whoever to come clean houses to come take all the shit off the wall, strip the paint, strip the curtains, the curtains. I need new windows put in. I need a new whole sink, a dishwasher. I need everything put in. New.
But this brings me back to our conversation last week.
Good. Now I ain't gonna say that because I did move into my husband's house that he shared with his ex-wife, Lord rest her soul. But
that's different.
But ain't no cameras in the sucker. And what we could do, we did.
But that's different. You just said the key words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the key words are like that's not like they had a tumultuous marriage and you know, and it's all over TV, and now I'm gonna stay in that same house. No, sir, me and you, we need to get a new house. See, that's why I understood where King was coming from because that's what Dr. G and her should have been on. They should have been getting a fresh start out of that house into a new house.
Read Kira comment.
Her and that twin must have been fighting. Girl, I told you something's wrong with her.
Fighting to the death. Because this girl is unhinged. Sweet Tea's a disabled veteran working for the government. I think she gotta be. Because she said she's disabled. So I need to know what part of the disability. You know what? Let me call my people at the VA. I need to know what level she on. Is she 100%? Because if she is, she fool for real. Because she's too young to be 100%. If she 100% and she ain't even 35, it's a mental thing.
Exactly, Creole. They should have they should have got a new house.
Yeah.
Altogether. Even though I understand where you were coming from last week, Candy, about Quad's house. That's just her house that she done lived in. Mm-hmm. But I do understand coming together to get something different so that it's ours. And right now, like, because we went through that with Dr. G already in his house and his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And him feeling like it's, I cannot. Y'all can't, she can't even focus with y'all. And it feeling like his stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like it's his house. And that house is always going to be his. It's never going to be theirs. It's never going to be an ours thing. They should have got a brand new house together. They should have got a new place with a new start if they wanted anything to try to have a real fresh start. You know what I'm saying? Because Quad's spirit, energy, all that stuff is always going to be in there. Every time he walk into a room, he going to think about that time when he cussed her out in this room or when she told him to take the trash out of that trash. I'm just saying.
Baby, listen, we would have had new banisters, new steps. If it was carpet on the steps, baby, it'll be wood. If it was wood, it'll be ceramic. It'll be tile or something. It'll be total opposite of what it was. We ain't changing the color carpet. We ain't changing and put down the same color carpet.
Girl, you done got a new house at this point. Just get a new house, Candy.
If I can't afford it, we gonna gut it
But that's the thing, is that they can, regardless. Like,
yeah, they can.
They really can.
They can.
So all he had to do, is he really, really cared about a fresh start, he would have been like, babe, I done had some bad memories in this house. Because I'm going from his point of view, right?
Yeah.
I done had some bad memories in this house, and I just want a fresh start with you. You my new wife. I want a whole new fresh start with you. And the first step is us getting something that is ours together. So that way you ain't got to be in there cleaning out that woman old dishes and taking that mirror and doing all these things trying to make it yours. It'll never be yours. It's always going to be that stain of it's theirs.
I'm gonna tell you what she was doing when she first got thing. She had her when she got the house and she was on Bravo when they showed the house. She got her sage in the house. Bitch, see, strike one. That was strike one right there. But see, anybody say nothing to her. But that was really strike one for real, for real. They need to go back and strike one, because why are you saging the house? Like, what are you trying to say? I get it, but that one for the camera, because that stuff is there forever and people can see that. You know that, right? Oh, but I forgot you got a little bit of MR and you don't understand. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm not gonna do this with you. You right, Miss Kira, because you know I gotta move on. You so silly. What was I finna say? Miss Kira, you right. The way that man told Quad, I've been taking care of you since the day I met you on TV. No, ma'am.
Exactly. We're not doing that. And when he said that thing, I turned my head. I said, what? I had to rewind. I know you lying. You ain't. No. I promise you, we'll be like Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Lovey-dovey or we're gonna be bland. We're gonna be vanilla ice cream.
Right, and Curtis.
We'll be like them, but you ain't finna. No, because he walked through the airport with a woman. No, no, we done seen that already. We'll be like Damon and him.
That's about bland, girl, bland, because they bland too.
We know he likes spice. No, we know he goes and get it.
But they bland though. Lord have mercy. What she say?
We'll be like plain vanilla ice cream around here. Wouldn't nobody even know. But on the cameras, oh child, we'll be eating each other up like 15 times a week, like Quad and King. Okay. You wouldn't know. We not doing that. Heck no. The same trash sitting in the trash.
Girl, that part. That's why I was going with that. I was like, that trash still there.
Yep. He dragged across that floor. That's what they say.
They like Quad. I felt bad for her when the season, like that first season. I was like, why y'all coming at Quad? I like Quad right from the jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Child, we not doing it. So they was trying to talk to Quad about her, Quad said I can't remember. She said, don't pick a side. Don't worry about me. Don't pick a side. You ain't got to pick a side.
You ain't got to pick a side. Shit.
Quad bossed up that time, ain't
it? Because basically she said she could go. Right. Yeah. Point blank and period. I said, well, shit, I ain't mad at you, Quad, because at this point, there is no, like, I don't need to pick a side. Like, you don't need to pick a side. I'm not asking you to pick a side, because at the end of the day, there's no side to be picked. Like, and here's the thing, like, I'm saying that because they're in the situation that they're in, that they should be able to just coexist. But if we realistically think about it, I don't know if there's a world where I would ever have my ex and my husband. I'm acting like my husband knew, but my husband, if it was a new husband, okay, right? And my husband in the same space continuously all the time for all these months that they're filming. I think that would be very hard. And I think that's what Quad keeps trying to convey, is that if the shoe were on the other foot, none of you would like this. If this was you, Toya, you would not want me to bring Eugene's ex into this situation. Like, it would be hard because they brought him back. It's not like he stayed and never left. That would be different. That would be a different conversation to me. But he came back and y'all allowed him to come back. Dr. Heavenly had spoke on it many, many times at this point, So with that being said, I get where Quad is coming from. I know that people are going to hate on it and say that she shouldn't be there. But at the end of the day, she was married to Medicine, right?
Yeah.
And she was the one that was there. So why should she have to leave? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it that way. And he did leave. So if you opted to go and now you want to come back, no, like I take offense to that. So y'all, because you want to come back when you have a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come back and get married on TV and do all these different things. And I get that they've been broken up for 7 years or whatever, but it still feels like a slap in the face that y'all are supposed to be cool. We supposed to be friends, quote unquote, or whatever. And y'all are okay with just bringing this foolishness, because now I'm going to be the focal point of this whole thing most of the time. Like, it's always going to be about this. It's always going to be awkward. It's always going to be this weirdness in this room, no matter what. Could they have made it less awkward if her and T could have gotten along with each other? Absolutely. But at this point, it is what it is.
So, yeah, they would not have the exit. And they already said that like 3 or 4 times we would not do that. So that's why they were very, much apologetic to her when they were at when they were in Florida, down there at Key West. They were very apologetic to her because they knew that shit wasn't right. Like, yeah, it was funny in the beginning because you would think Quad was cool and strong enough to handle it, but then of course now they get married on the show. They're talking about having babies on the show. Not that Quad ever really wanted to be with him like that, but however, that's her ex, and she didn't have anybody on the show at the time, so she always looked like she was alone. So G thought he was flexing and thought he was doing something when he had all that going on. And of course, it was good ratings for the show because you got this young, tender wife on here that act like a little old woman, child. But Quad is alone, which it seems like she's alone. But here she had a man the whole time. She just didn't bring him on the show. So now she's bringing him on the show. Now Greg is like, hold a minute, wait, what is all this? Now he's pissed. Now he's in his feelings because Quad is expressing her love for her man. And, it is an ex, but it ain't a typical regular ex. This was a man, but we had a volatile relationship. He was abusive. We both got mug shots because we did stuff to each other because you ain't finna hit me and I don't hit your ass back. Like, no, whatever, tomato, whatever it is, no domestic violence. However, I ain't finna let nobody, we ain't finna do that.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. But then when they're talking to Quad and Simone is like, there was like, King needs to take accountability or apologize or whatever. And it was like, what did King do? And Simone said he took the bait. Girl, what you say? He took the bait? Which means G did something, right?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And that's my problem with Dr. Simone is that she's always going to be that person that's going to say that stupid stuff. Like he took the bait. So you're telling me we couldn't sit here and have a calm conversation like I was trying to have. He ran up on me not once but twice, and I'm still being calm, but then when I get loud, I'm the problem and I took the bait. No, he wasn't in the wrong. And the fact that he literally already apologized, I was already like, what you apologizing for? He did take accountability for his actions and said that it shouldn't have went like that. Yeah, so quickly they forget. You know what I'm saying? All because they want T to be a part of this thing. And I want T to be a part of it if she wants to be a part of it. If that's what she wants, I would love that. But I would love for her to stop acting like Quad is the enemy when she's not the enemy, when you really could maybe learn something for her or really maybe even realize that you might even just like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you keep trying to take on Greg's anger for her. You don't even know if that's really what it was. And we're watching you go through something similar to what she went through. Just you ain't had the time yet. They had a lot of damn years and you only been here for a few years, but we already see him hitting you with a board. Be good, be good. Who the hell tells their wife and hits their wife on the thing and say, be good on live TV? Who does that?
That just grinds my gears every time I think about that. Hit me with a damn dry erase board. Be good, be good. And then your voice they ain't got no bass in it. Boy, if you don't shut up.
What did he say when they was in the room? When he walked out? I can't remember what he said when he walked out.
I told you about this. I ain't want to start. I didn't want to start and whip them.
I'm like, and then when he was at the table, when she was getting him that ice water, and he said, what he tell her?
You're about to fight to the death. You a woman. Nigga, what? I beat your ass, I bet. I bet if
he could have just indulged her. Like, it's not like I don't understand what he's saying. Like, I don't understand that he's saying that a man is still a man at the end of the day, regardless of your, you know, like your training. Like, I get what he's trying to say, but he could have just hyped her up in that moment. Like, never, I would not have done that to her on national TV. I would have just hyped her up and been like, yeah, babe, you probably would have took him out of there. You know what I'm saying? I leave. You know, I would have probably just hyped her up. Instead, and if you wanted to tell her later, like, but still don't be running up on no man, because at the end of the day, a man is still a man and his strength is a little bit different. And I don't want you putting yourself in no type of positions. Like, he could have just said that. Even if he had said that on camera, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But he could have told her that in private, but he didn't have to like just basically embarrass her. And then get in there talking crazy, and she trying and what was she was trying to shush him. Like, don't shush him.
Yeah.
Let him cook. Let us listen to him really talk.
Get him glow.
Okay, let him cook.
Yeah, y'all are mic'd up. What's a shush, baby? You know we can hear you, right? So if we can hear you, shh. Don't make me say something. Don't make me do. You gonna make me do something? Like, what?
Gonna do? Let me see what you gonna do, because Quad done told us how you really are already, and but you say that you're not.
And to Miss point, she said Quad was right, and she's still mad at him anyway. And remember when she was with Dr. Heaven last year, she said Dr. Heaven got her drunk and made her tell all that stuff. Dr. Heaven ain't get you drunk, baby. You got yourself drunk and start telling your own business, because you should know water only. 1 or 2 shots, water only. Because I know, listen, I'm too real for this show. And all my business going to be out in these streets. So let me be quiet. If you're too real for the show, you need to, I don't drink alcohol. Because you're going to tell it. And she done told it, so she got mad. And that's when everything flipped. When she told that business on that show, that scene with Dr. Heavenly, that's when the tables was turned. She was pissed off then. Heavenly got her drunk. Bitch, ain't nobody get you drunk.
And made it Dr. Heavenly fault. And I'm like, I don't know if it was Dr. Heavenly's fault.
Oh, yeah, that we said. I told you I didn't want to be bothered with this shit.
In his high, squeaky voice.
Yeah, Elmo, raggedy behind. Ciao. But these people are a whole... This is, but you know, we got the guys talking, and King is, you know, of course, we already said that he was, you know, willing to meet, willing to talk, and he was cool with the whole situation. You know, they were able to get Greg to say, you know, did he say he would drop the charges, or he would meet with them or whatever. But
he let the group handle it, and he'll, you know, he gonna, I suppose the way it sounded was like he was gonna let the charges go, and that he's willing to have a conversation. You know what I think, Candy? I think that he thought about what the plan was. The plan was to pay this house off, and I need to play nice because I need to pay this house off, and I don't want to be off the show yet. I need a few more of these checks so that we can keep going, so we can pay off my house before I divorce you at some point, or whenever you leave me, whatever the case is, because I need my house to be paid for. That's what his real thought process was.
Yeah, so they end up going to do the, oh gosh, shall we an hour and 15 minutes fussing about these damn Dumb and Dumber. They had the dance. Dance was funny. You know, they didn't do it right, but they did what they could. Of course, Dr. G, Dr. Eugene. You know, I'm like, why he put no sock on their foot? But I guess he wanted to breathe, child. They did good. And here we are, everybody, after they broke out to their dances, baby. Heavenly was about to knock if you book. You got Dr. Jackie, then backed it up on Green Giant. You got me backing it up on what's his name? Steve. Elsa and Count Dracula, child. And Quad was like, I don't know this dance, but let me back it up. Let me shake it for you. So this is what I had to pull up. Child, listen. Dr. Simone gets it wrong. Her reunion dress and that quinceañera dress at the damn Bridgerton ball. No, ma'am.
So silly.
And that's that on that.
It was a cute quinceanera, just though.
It was, but it was not Bridgerton. I don't know what she thought she was. Let's see. Look, EJ, I like you a lot. South T got hyped up by the Air Force. That's her superwoman. That's Force. She's a superwoman. Let her mental Spider-Man. Listen. I'm telling you, had King, she ran into King elbow, ran into his back, it would have been a problem. But you ran up on this man. It would have been a problem. Had any part of his body touched her due to her negligence, it would have been a problem.
And he would have been the one that was in trouble.
Yep, it would have been a problem. Yep. He's a good mule. He's a
yeah, so
right.
Show me what you're working with.
But this was a decent episode, decent closeout to the season. I enjoyed people saying the season's so dark. I don't go that deep into it for it to be dark for me. I don't do all that. I just fuss and cuss a little bit because be stupid. Like no. Everybody claim it's dark, this, that, and the third. I don't see it being dark. I just see them overly producing a show that should not be. They let the phaedra of it all get to them and to the viewers. Everybody keep bringing up the phaedra, because of the reunion. Simone got phaedra picture in front of her. So, of course, now that keeps coming up about they want phaedra. Phaedra did this, that, and the third for them. Phaedra didn't do nothing for them. She went back to the show that she called a sinking ship or the Titanic or whatever. She didn't do anything to help them over there in Married to Medicine. Now she's back over there at the last month or so of RHOA. I don't like Phaedra, so I don't have nothing good to say about her other than she, dressed very well and she has jobs. I don't like the heifer, and that's that on that. Simone needs to get something about herself because the way she hollering that quad in the damn reunion, I don't understand why, other than she ain't her doctor no more. Somebody the sister circle and pop back up on them social media streets. Simone need to let it go. Whatever it is, baby, let it go. Because y'all been together for 11 years. Why? I guess they ain't got nobody to pick on. So maybe just gonna pick on Quad. Because Quad is sensitive and she's, tender. And like Miss Kira say, it's repetitive. And they gonna have the same issue next season.
Yeah.
They have nothing else to do. Right. She never gets it right. Never ever. Not even with her own damn kids. That's what she need to be worrying about, them kids, the damn nasty ass house they got over there. They got dishes piled up. They got trash piled up. They must be kin to Dr. G. They got clothes here, there, and everywhere. Ain't no way. You worried about Quad and whoever else, you need to, and the housewives, you need to be worried about your children. Your grown men that can't clean up. That's what you need to be doing. And I know EJ ain't gonna talk shit, but I'm gonna talk it. Because I'm sick of it. Go worry about your kids. You done embarrass you got your kids on TV embarrassed. I would never. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not embarrassing my kids like that. We're not doing that. We make too much money for that. Get them a housekeeper or something. If they trifling, help them be trifling some more by giving them a housekeeper. Because you ain't did nothing. You ain't raised them. So they was living in the north and the south house, doing nothing because Cecil had Tammy, his best friend. So y'all was separated, living in two houses. So who was raising them kids? Because was it Cecil? Because he always smiling and think that shit be cute when the house be nasty. He ain't got nothing good to say. I don't understand. So I need her to go get some business by herself and worry about them children of hers. And then she all on social media mad because people talk about her kids. Yeah, they talking about your kids because you let Bravo do it. You let Prevails of Pop do that. You let them do that. You let them come into the house and them children house is nasty. Boy, I need a haircut. Dr. Heavenly not doing that. You can say what you want to say about Dr. Heavenly, but she's not doing that. Nobody else doing that with their kids. Only Simone. Cause you got you ain't got nothing else to do. Can't be. You or your husband.
You done?
I'm done.
Lord have mercy. I felt like you needed to get that out. You got anything for Toya?
No, I ain't got nothing for Toya. Other than be nice to Eugene, Toya. Just please be nice to Eugene. That's all I got to say.
Dr. Mimi, Steve.
No, Dr. Mimi and Steve, I hope to see y'all next season. I hope to see you with your stethoscopes at Paige and Dr. Mimi. I hope we hear that next season, you know.
Paige and Dr. Mimi.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think anybody else.
Okay. Because no. Let Quad and Simone rest in the pool of mud. Shit. Yeah, but Cynthia Shamia, listen. Child. Especially Shamia anyway. No, PJ, what are your thoughts on the season? What you like? You know, what you want to see next season? Because we will be back. We're gonna do it again.
Okay.
Let's go to the reunion, then we can go to the next season. We just talk about the reunion. Let's just talk about the reunion. What you hope to resolve?
Girl. Let's see. Toya, I like Toya this season, so I didn't really have like a whole lot to say about Toya. There were some moments, but they were just very far and few. Dr. Eugene is just Dr. Eugene. Like I did like the fact that I didn't like the fact that it felt like he was caping for Dr. G at some point, but I get that he just felt like there needed to be somebody on his side. So I'll just roll with that's what he was going with. But that he didn't necessarily condone that BS. I enjoyed Dr. Mimi and Steve this go around. Everybody gonna be doctor this go around. I enjoyed them. Dr. Mimi, at times, at first it was a little shaky for me, but there towards the end, I felt like she really was starting to see. Steve felt like he was always on point, always paying attention, and he just here for the check, you know what I'm saying? And just he gonna get along with everybody, and he's just trying to get this money. Let's see who else we have. Jackie and Curtis, Dr. Jackie. And listen, the thing with these two are that they are so boring. I can't, like, if it wasn't for the fact that just Dr. Jackie has just been a part of it, so she's like such a staple. I am not, trust me. But I try to be. Somebody got to have a balance. I got to let them go out, let them go off. Somebody got to bring the balance to the situation. But they just boring to me. Like, they're so boring. Like, I'm so glad that we don't have to sit there and watch them all the time because I don't know. I just can't with them. But I love Dr. Jackie. She's dope. I love what she's doing, like, professionally and things like that. But they just real boring to me. I don't know how many ways I'm gonna say it. They boring as hell. Moving on to the next couple. Who else we got? Because I'm gonna say them last two for the last thing. We got somebody. Oh, Dr. Simone and Cecil. Cecil, I know is gonna work my nerves at the reunion when he says the one thing that he's gonna say about he doesn't agree about the women should be able to say whatever, because I don't think that that's what King meant. I think King meant that women are going to say whatever, because these women are going to say whatever. Dr. Heavenly gonna have a mouth. Dr. Simone gonna say whatever. He should know his wife do the shit all the time. Like, all of these women are going to say whatever. It is your job as the man to be able to not engage with that and instead engage with the man, is what he's saying. Like, don't engage with her because she can say whatever she wants because that's what she's gonna do anyway. That's how I read it. You know what I'm saying? But so he gonna irk my nerves with that one, but he also he gonna say a word when he say that it's been 11 years and y'all still don't know how to act. That's what Cecil is good for. Cecil is good for giving a read no matter what. Like, he just gonna say whatever he got to say and call it a day. Dr. Simone is going to irk my nerves. I can already feel it. She irked my nerves most of this season. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't feel like there's no coming back for her for me, because I feel like I've had this downward spiral of Simone, Dr. Simone.
Okay.
I've had this downward spiral with her. It feels like she really is the mean girl. Like, I know don't nobody like Faye, but I really do feel like Dr. Simone is a true mean girl. And I don't feel that way about Dr. Jackie, about any of the other girls. It really feel like it be Dr. Simone that really just be, it's like she tried real hard to have this certain thing about her. I don't know what it is. I wish I could put my finger on it exactly. It's like I want to be a round the way girl, but I'm a doctor too, but I want to be this around the way girl, and I want to act like I'm still like real hood, and like I'll bring it at any time. Like, I don't know, it just it irks my soul about her because it be so fake most of the time, and she don't ever want to she don't never see her stuff, what she's doing. It's just always what everybody else be doing. And that just irritates me about her, because I feel like she always straddling the fence too, if that makes sense. I feel like she's always straddling the fence of whatever the situation is. This whole thing with her and Quad is just ridiculous. I don't have to be your friend when we stop filming. Maybe we're not really friends. And I guess maybe that's what she was trying to say. But how many ways can I say it? If I'm not hanging out with you when the show is not on, then there's a reason why I'm not hanging out with you, because we've heard from other people. Dr. Heavenly has said that she talked to Quad all the time, every day mainly. So that means that they really cool. But even Dr. Heavenly don't talk to Simone them all the time. So to me, that just says that there's something about you, Dr. Simone, because Cecil love him some Quad. So it got to be something with you. So moving on. Anyway, I already said I like Toya, and like who we got? Oh, Dr. Heavenly, my girl, Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly done won me over, because I literally just feel like Dr. Heavenly just is who she is. Like, she just stands on it, and she be wrong, and she knows she wrong, and it is what it is. She's just wrong. You know, like if she feel like she wrong, she'll say, I'll take it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she just, and that's what makes her so real, because she knows she be wrong, but she still do the stuff anyway, because she know that it's reality TV, and that reality TV has to have a certain something, but she never gonna put her family in those situations. And I get that. So I'm cool with that. I ain't got no problem with it. But she be wrong as hell for a lot of stuff that she do. Like when she did Phaedra, I wasn't cool with that. As far as Phaedra is concerned, it is what it is. She just didn't blend with the group. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't know her past. I didn't look at Real Housewives of Atlanta or any of the other shows that she's been on. But just speaking from this show alone, I feel like Phaedra, she just did
something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
She just did it. Don't be interrupting me with that. So silly. But I just feel like she just didn't mesh with the group. This just wasn't her people, you know. Were some of them messy? Yeah, some of them were. But she also was straddling the fence. I didn't like the way she did Quad, when first she was cool with Quad, and then all of a sudden she wasn't cool with Quad. Like, I don't know. So it just is what it is. So I'm glad that she's going back to where she wants to be, if that's where she want to be. You know, cool. Mm-hmm. And then as far as I don't really count them. We already talked about that. As far as Dr. G and Sweet Tea is concerned, I done said a lot about them. It just is what it is at the end of the day. Should they even be on the show anymore? I really feel like if they feel like they can be a part of the show and really be a part of the group, then possibly. But I don't think this is really good for their marriage, because they keep making it feel like it's such a strain, but I feel like they're making it the strain. I enjoy seeing Dr. G show his true colors, because it just shows that Quad wasn't crazy, and Dr. G really had some control issues, and he had some narcissistic ways about him, and it just is what it is. Do I like to see Sweet Tea get dragged into this? I don't, but I also would like to see her get stronger from this and stand on her own 2 feet from all of this when it's all said and done, and stop following him and just make her own choices and decisions about who she wants to connect with and be friends with, because she's not going to choose his friends. I can guarantee you that. Not going to happen. at the end of the day. But it is what it is. But do I think they even need to be on the show anymore? Honestly, I think we could live without them. They boring to me too. I don't necessarily want to see them. So
Yeah.
it's what it is. But
They
what
don't have no damn chemistry either. But go ahead.
yeah, but once again, it's not that I don't like Sweet Tea, it's I don't like the how she has presented herself in this, because I felt like she could have been a good addition if she had stayed on the fertility path. I think it just would have been a great storyline that would have brought the medicine part to it and just brought that positivity part to it, especially if her and Quad could have been cool with each other. That would have been a great dynamic. That would have been something to see. And I think people would have appreciated it.
Yeah.
And then last but certainly not least, we have Quad and King. We all know that I'm a Quad fan. I love Quad. I cannot say that I don't. It's something about her that I did gravitate towards her from the very beginning, but I also know how to be biased. I'm not like, oh, it's not like that. I just don't feel like she did anything wrong that I could see this season. Do I think she could be a little more open about trying to just be cordial within the group moving forward? I'm talking about as far as Dr. G and Sweet Tea are concerned. If they decide to stay, yeah, I think she could. But right now, I think she's still mad because of what he did, because of the charges. So I think once she gets through that, once that passes, I think we'll see that she'll probably be a little more open, because to me, she don't be really giving a darn about what they got going on. So I would much rather see Quad and King on the show than I would Dr. G and Sweet Tea. Or if you just take Dr. G out altogether, we could leave Sweet Tea, because I feel like if you take him out, Sweet Tea becomes a more likable person.
Yeah.
If we just keeping it real. And King just cool. So I ain't got no issues with him. But overall, I thought this was a really good season. I enjoyed Married to Medicine so far. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. So I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to see this reunion, because it looked like it's gonna be a hot stinking mess. We're gonna be right here talking about it.
Yes, we are. We're back next Monday at 9:35 Eastern Standard Time to discuss season 11, episode 16, reunion part 1. So we'll be back next week. My overall thoughts, because I'm not gonna let it run too long. I enjoyed it. That was my first time reviewing the show. I enjoyed it. I don't harbor any. After I get off this live, I'm taking my ass to bed. I'm not gonna go write no dissertation on Twitter or IG or anything. I'm done with it. When I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I might have a conversation with EJ or Kira or somebody or my sister, whatever, but that's it. I'm not going down a whole path of watching videos and watching old shows to figure out, put these pieces. I'm not doing all that, because it ain't that deep to me. I have a life, okay? No matter what, because I be on YouTube all the time, I do have a life. So I want to see the girls. I want to see the ladies come back together, 100%, and be strong and be intentional about being together and not broken or disjointed, as they say. But I do know Simone is going to have to, whatever feeling she got against Quad or whatever her issues is, she's going to have to swallow it and be done with it, because she keeps bringing it up season after season after season. Whatever her issue is with Quad, I really don't know exactly what it is, but all these things that have been put out there in the atmosphere and all things I've seen myself, she's going to have to let that shit go, because at the end of the day gonna end. And you having issues with Quad about some Sister Circle from 2015, 16, 17, whenever it was, why are we still mad about something about that? That has nothing to do with nothing. Okay? You focus on your kids. Not them grown men. Focus on them. Don't focus on Quad. Quad is another nothing burger compared to what you've raised in birth. Okay? Focus on that. Handle that. Handle Cease smiling ass, and he be happy about them boys being trifling.
You already went on this rant, boo. Come on.
I know. But I just need Simone to focus on what's more important in her life. And it ain't Quad, baby. Okay? Gonna let the Quad mess go. I just want to see them together. I don't want to see them 100%. I would like for Sweet Tea to be able to join the ladies and be intentional about being genuine without Dr. G in her ear. What's her name? Contessa. Whatever the issue with Heavenly, let that go. Next season, if you come back, be intentional about being positive. Show, because this season has been so much negativity. Y'all been about to square up, ho. Y'all been about to fight every other episode. Like, why? And as people say, y'all are doctors. Yes, y'all doctors. Yes, y'all are human. But I need y'all to be intentional about showing good TV, like we used to see, good TV, like they used to have back in the day. These damn missions y'all went on. You went on a mission, and mission went to hell because you want to have a come to Jesus meeting with Quad. I know we're making TV. It is what it is. We got to produce TV, blah, blah, blah. I just need everybody to come back together and be intentional about being positive and showing great TV. You can be, have a little disjoint situation going on or a disagreement every now and then, but it don't have to be every episode, every season the same thing. Because what has changed? Nothing. I don't get it. And then y'all be on Twitter, all on IG, fussing and carrying on. Let it go. It ain't that deep. We got other things to worry about. Okay. Quad want to have a baby with King. T want to have a baby with G. Jesus Christ. Focus on that. Y'all focus on y'all wounds, y'all fertility, and be done with it. Everybody focus on their practices and move forward. I don't understand this big. I don't do all that arguing in real life. So that's why I watch reality TV, because I don't do it. Yeah, but I'm ready to see the reunion. To see what it's gonna bring and who I need to fuss at and go off on next week.
Alrighty.
That's that on that, because we're not gonna hold it too much longer. We've been here long enough. But yes, EJ, what you got going up on your channel, ma'am?
Girl, I thought I was about to get off of here and edit some videos, but all of a sudden I just feel tired. I don't think I'm gonna edit videos. So I'm definitely gonna have to edit them tomorrow because most of them need to be out. One of them needs to be out before Thursday. The others are fine. I guess they could go up anytime, but they gonna be up, girl. They gonna get out. The other ones might go up next week. Okay. I'm gonna do better next week. All the videos going up. They all made. They just got to be edited. So we're gonna see. On Thursday, Tika Deshawn and I will be talking about Ruthless. So if you're watching Ruthless, definitely join us for the live after show. So we can talk about all the shenanigans that's going on over there. Definitely have a lot more content coming up. The ladies and I are doing, what are we doing? Raising Canaan? Raising Canaan on, I think it's Sundays. On Sundays, so definitely drop through if you're watching Raising Canaan so that we can talk about that. Please follow your girl on Instagram and TikTok because I really am trying to do better on social media, y'all. So help your girl out and just go follow me. You know what I'm saying? I also have Discord, so make sure to go check out the Discord. Come through the Discord. Gonna be doing more things in there eventually. And yeah, but I think that's all I actually have this week.
Okay. Cool beans. So tomorrow, Tamika's Den and I will be covering the Oval at 10:20. So please, and that's the mid-season finale. On Wednesday, Tamika and I, and maybe EJ will join us this time because it's on a Wednesday. For Married, Jesus Christ, Beauty in Black, episode 11 and 12. So the next 3 Wednesdays we'll be doing 2x2 of the Beauty in Black, which is on Netflix. So if you have not watched that, please go do so. It's a very good Tyler Perry series. Can't wait for season 2. On
you was on Wednesday, so you're on Thursday. Wednesday? Yeah, you was on Wednesday. You just did Wednesday. You on Thursday?
Not doing anything with it. Sunday I'll be doing Raising Canaan with the ladies, and then Found with the panel at like 9:30 on Sunday. So if you are not watching Found, please do so. Found is very, very good. It's on NBC and on Peacock the next day. And with that being said, thank everybody for coming through. Thank everybody for the super chats, the comments, conversation. We appreciate you all. Creole, Miss Kira, no weapon formed against me. She's always late. Tamika's Den, Shayna, Mo 69 Ways, Johnson. Those creeps that came through that, made me
World. Shout out to you.
Yeah, Shell Bell
in the building.
and all them flick-tarded people. It made me, Lord Jesus. You better be glad EJ was up here because y'all better be glad EJ was up here. That's all I can say.
Just remember you are the M word now, so just, keep it cute. Just don't worry about them people. Just worry about you.
Oh,
when
you
were the M word, it was, you go off.
You're right. I keep forgetting about that. How could I forget? But yeah, thank everybody for coming through. We surely appreciate it. Thank you. And if nothing else, EJ and the TV junkies and Candy's cousins. Don't worry about it. Hit replay game. Unique.
Oh, my nickname. Okay.
Good night, everybody.